Hope this finds you well. This is Chris from Ciriz Digital Services. Ciriz Digital Services is one of the reputable social media metrics analysis and social media management companies that you have in Kenya currently. We deal mainly with the social media metrics. We can help you analyze some of the social media metrics that matter to you. We also do social media management. We can help you manage your social media pages and provide you with the periodic reports. So, firstly, for this one, I'm going to show you briefly how our platform works. But before that, let me just help you help you understand some of the terms that we're going to use in this presentation. Let me just define for you the difference between the reach and impressions, because there are some of the terms that are commonly used in social media management. So the reach is simply I'm defining from the internet. Reach is the total number of people who see your content, and then impressions are the number of times your content is displayed, no matter if it was clicked or not. So for reach, like let's say I have 1,000 Facebook friends. If I make a Facebook post today now, the number of people with that post is defined as reach. Now the impressions is different because it's the number of times that 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 content will come to the news feed of my followers. So like let's say if I have 1,000 posts, if I make a 1,000 followers and then I make a post, then the number of times that post will come to the news feed of my followers is impressions. But the impressions can be more because the followers can share this content and it may go viral. So when it goes viral, the number of impressions will be higher than the reach. Maybe you can check for the difference maybe later on from the internet. Now, I want to briefly show you how this system works. So these are the dashboard of the system, but I want to show you how the Facebook impressions and other metrics that we help analyze how the system works. So let's go to the Facebook impressions first. Now for this client, the Facebook impressions now for runs from 12th of December to 9th of January. Now, like let's say for 7th of January, the total views 45. Now, this impressions report has the key down here as unique impressions, total views, engaged users, total actions, and video views. So the total views is black. Now the total unique impressions is 12, like this for 27th of December. Total unique impressions 12, and then the total views 18, and then engaged users 12. So the importance of these metrics that it helps you compare the number of Facebook users, like this Facebook, you have like maybe 20,000 Facebook users, Facebook fans on your page. You want to compare it against the unique impressions. You want to compare it against the views, against the engaged users, against the video views and total action. So if you have 20,000 users, you need to have, and you come here and find that you only have maybe 300 engagements. You need to ask yourself a question of how is it that the users are not liking your content, or is it that the post that you make is not reaching their news feed, so that is it that the impression is too low. So you need to know why is the impressions so low, and then find a way of improving the impressions, or find a way of improving the engagements with the content. So like maybe you can change the time that you post the content, or you can change the nature of the content. If you are maybe focusing on text only content, you can include some graphics, you can include some videos, depending on how the users engage with the content. And now you can be evaluating, since it provides you with a daily report, you can always be evaluating day by day. Like for this one, the post that was made on 13th had how many views? It has 92 views. So this one, you can now go to 13th and see which was this post that had this 92 views, and now maybe try and focus your content based on how the users have reacted to it. Then this monthly trend view, this is just a summary of the above graph now in months. So there's now August, September, October, November, December, January. Then it will go February, like that, like that. Then brand follower growth is an summary of how the users have been growing throughout the times. So like the number of users you include every month, like that. Then this is a summary of the awareness. It has the metrics of page fans, page views, engaged users, all impressions, value impressions, and video views. This is also a summary of this now, a monthly summary that is, I think, it is displayed in this one. So there are times that you, if you have a Facebook page, there are times that you always seek to have feedback from your users. Like you may want them to answer a question, you may want them to comment on a story, you may want them to share a story, you want them to like a story, you want them to be engaged with your page, so that by being engaged, they can make a purchasing decision to consider your brand against the competition. So like for the positive side, if they answer a question, that's a positive feedback. So if like let's say this one, if there was a question that was posted on this page and then a user answered the question, it will be reflected here. If they comment on a story, whether it is a positive comment or a negative comment, that's a positive thing. It's displayed here. If they share a story, if they like a story, if they claim an offer or whatever it is that they do that is positive, it will be done. It will be summarized in this pie chart here. So for this one now, I think only 14 users. The 14 users they shared a story. Now, for the negative feedback, you can know if the users hide the story that was hidden from their feed. If they had all posts from the page, like if you have a page and then the user hides all posts, it will be displayed here. If they report the page as an object in the page as spam, or they unlike the page, it will be displayed here so that you can know how the users have engaged. It's always good to know how people react to what you display outside there. Now page engagement by type. Now here there's a photo view, how many users viewed the photo, how many users, they engage in other clicks. And then here there's impressions by type. Now there's check-ins, I think here. And then this one is posts by page. So most of the users engage with the posts. And then there was also check into the page. And then here there's a summary of the video views. Remember there are 30 seconds videos and there's a 10-second video. So it's always recommended to focus on organic view, organic growth of your pages and organic reach of the content. So like for this one, paid views, page video views, they were 113. The paid video views, they're 0. But it's also not wrong to pay for, because if you pay it, you also increase the impressions, which can also help you influence other people to make a purchasing decision. That's why people advertise or market. Then there is organic views, because there were no paid views, organic are 117. And then not to played 0. Page views click to play 0. Page views completed 30 seconds 21. Page video views 10 seconds 45. And then page video completed 30 seconds, repeat views 5. And then page videos after 10 seconds repeat 10. So this is just a summary of the video, how the users watch the videos on the page. And then that's just a summary of the Facebook analysis. I'll reiterate again that you compare the number of your users to the engagement. You should not have so many users and then very limited engagement on the page. Engagement here, I mean likes, shares, comments, likes, shares, and comments mainly. So you need to have, if you have so many users, you need to compare it against the engagement, so that you know with this tool you can know the engagement, and then you can always be tracking your engagement to know how to change your content to suit with the needs of your users. Now when we go to Twitter impressions is here. So Twitter impressions, this is Twitter handle of State House Kenya. You can see a summary above. Up here is there are 57,992 tweets. Then the number of followers is there. Then the number of friends is there. So the daily engagement, posts and comments. So you can have the, like, let me just, I'm just choosing randomly. So like for 24th of December, the shares count 303, and then the likes count is 2069. That's for the posts, the total posts that were made on that day. On 1st of January, the shares 4,231, then the likes 79. So with this, same for Facebook. you can know, compare now the number of Twitter followers, the followers from this handle, compare it against the engagement. If the engagement is so, if they're not comparable so well, then you need to change the how to you need to now curate your content to fit within the needs of the users. Now this is just a monthly. These are just monthly summary of this. Now instead of providing the daily summary, this will now provide the monthly summary. This is also the monthly summary. Then there's the top tweet performance. It has the column for likes, comments, and shares. So they are 25 for this one. The post that we made on first on 10th of January, year 2021, there were 251 likes, 2 comments, and then 52 shares. This one is President Uhuru Kenyatta today inspected several ongoing national government projects, and then the link is provided there. So with these likes, and then there's this one that has 529 likes, then there's this one that has 396 likes. This one also helps you, like you can see this one has 529 likes. Remember, this is a handle of state of Kenya. So what this means that the managers of this handle can now check which content do the followers really like more. Like this one is about development, and then this one is President Uhuru Kenyatta speaks the funeral services at the funeral service at Bululu village. This one has 396 likes. So this one has 529 likes. A simple deduction can be that maybe users like more comments relating to national unity compared to development and compared to the funeral service that was held on at Mululu village. So because this one has 71 shares, this one has 68 shares, and this one has 52 shares. So it shows that from the engagement perspective, a simple deduction from the face value is that the users engaged more with this post compared to the other posts. Now, if you go to your Facebook, to your Twitter page, we can also do for you this summary. This system can do for you this summary so that you know which content do the users really like more. Which content, when if you're a brand, maybe you are doing marketing, you're doing CSR, you are doing, you are employing people, you put a job advert. So which content, which nature of content do the users like most? If it's a job advert, you cannot do a job advert every day. So you can know how to curate content to suit the users. Now, key engagement metrics comparison. This one is there. Then the brand follower growth also for this. It shows you a graph of how the brand has been growing over time. And then the top tweet performance. This one has likes, comments, shares, and all engagement. All engagement is a sum of likes plus comments plus shares. So like for this one, tweet, remember some of these tweets are historical. So like for this tweet that was made done on 12th, on 15th of December, year 2020, it had 663 likes, 0 comments, 194 shares. So the total engagement is 857. I'm going to show you briefly what this sentiment analysis means. Then you can also see the other 926, this 1041, 1381. So it depends now on the content that was put and how the user reacted to it. So that's just a summary of how the Twitter works. Now I'm going to show you how reputation analysis. We have a sentiment analysis system that can help you start to track user sentiments across the social media platform. That's Facebook, Twitter, and also Instagram. Now, for just work with Facebook because of time. So the Facebook reputation results for Glorious Gowns Kenya. So filtered results 9, positive 8, neutral 1, negative 0. So how this system works, it automatically picks, it automatically reads the content or the posts that have been put on the social media page, and then using the algorithm that has been created, it traces the content as either positive, negative, or neutral, and then gives a summary here. And then for every post, it also gives whether it is positive, negative, or neutral using this summary here. So if this post had a comment, the comment will be graded as either positive, negative, or neutral. So for every comment on this page, there's you can see this is 76.7 neutral, 23.3 positive, 0 negative. This is 26.7 positive, 93.3 neutral, 0 negative. So like that, this is 21.8 positive, 78.2 neutral, and 0 negative. So for every for all of this post, it gives an analysis of whether they're positive, negative, or neutral. Now, what this helps you is that in most of the time, you may not have the time, in most of the instances, you may not have the time to go and read through all the comments or respond to all the comments because there's so many comments that you can have on the Facebook page. So you can choose now to come and check this summary and check whether you want to respond to the positive comments only, or the negative comments only, or the neutral comments only. I think the focus may be on the negative comments because you don't want to. Maybe the negatives they have something that maybe I may not use this service again. I may not do this and this and this again. So you want to do away with the negative comments and see to it that you respond to them so that you improve on your brand image. So that's how the reputation analysis system works. It works the same for Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Now, I'm also going to show you a hashtag analysis system that we also have. So this is a hashtag that we were trying to test a few days ago. It's a hashtag grand crossover service. This is a crossover service of 30. It is a hand that was trending on 31st to 1st. I just chose it randomly. So it's a grand crossover service. Now, for this hashtag, the engagement count is 100,836. That is likes, comments, shares, and so average engagement per post is 2. Now the total post for this hashtag is 434 posts, 83 positive, 284 neutral, and then 67 negative. So from this we can see the the top users of this hashtag, the mentions, followers, and following. This is a profile. These are the profiles, and then the popular mentions are for these people. Now, this helps you now to see how your hashtag is performing, how your hashtag performed. Like, if you have a hashtag and then it had maybe an engagement count of 1,000, like for this one, if the people who are running with this hashtag wanted the future hashtag that they had to have an engagement count of maybe 3,000, now you can now know the content, how you can create the content, how you can improve the engagement so that there are more likes, there are more shares, there are more retweets to the engagements so that there's more engagement. I think that is that. And then there's also these graphs over here. This is just a summary of the graphs. So the engagement graph. So the engagement graph is what I've just shown you. This I think is for both Facebook and Twitter. So engagements, and then there is top posts. Top posts for Twitter. Remember the handle was State of Kenya. So these are the top posts, and then I've shown you the sentiment analysis system. So the sentiment here is positive. Most of them have been ranked positive. These have been ranked negative. So you may want to check why has it been ranked negative. And then neutral, positive, neutral, neutral, neutral. So this it picks I think 20 posts, and then there is a reputation summary. So Facebook reputation summary is positive, and then neutral. So most of the time there's no the negative is low, and then the Twitter reputation ratio, there's a little bit depending on the hashtag that you are running, there can be negatives depending on how the system ranks the comments. And then this is the summary of the reputation trend, the graphical summary. Then the hashtag, this is a hashtag that you are running. Then the Bing, this is what I'm showing you last. So this is for web search. So you can input whether if you are a brand, a company, or you are an organization, NGO, or whichever, or you're a political party, whatever it is, you want to see your reputation results when people search for you on Google search. So you can check here. These are not display results. We have a simple issue with the Bing. but now we can filter results. Then it also gives you the positive, neutral, and negative results, just the same way as the Facebook sentiment analysis system. Then we are also making a small update on it so that we want to show you where your users are searching you from. So if you're a brand, maybe you are an organization, you're a political party, you want to know where people are searching you mostly from. Maybe you want to know why the age, where the demographic information of the users. We are going to have that information and provide that summary in this column here, in this column of web search, so that that summary can help you now to make decisions based on your strategies. I thank you for listening to me, and I welcome you to partner with us. The company, as I mentioned, is called Ciriz Digital Services. We are based in Nairobi, and we are ready to help you. We are ready to partner with you. We are ready to onboard you to help you grow your social media and to help you manage your reputation on social media. So, in case you need to partner with us, in case you need to make some further inquiries, our lines are open. You can find us at 0721 866 120. 0721 866 120, or 0725 601 271. 0725 601 271. We welcome you and thank you so much.